in this video, we'll see how to insert the documents in collections, then how to insert multiple documents using for loop, and what is underscore ID field in a document. So we'll try to figure out each term one by one. So let's first start with how to insert the documents in a collection. So to insert the documents in a collection, we need to follow the methods that are insert, insert one, and insert many. So let's try to understand it. So what is insert now? This method is used to insert one or more documents in a collection. That is, this method can be used to insert either a single document or it can also be used to insert multiple documents within a collection. So for example, as you can see, there is a collection named student and we have tried to insert a single document within this student collection by using the insert method. We have enclosed the document within curly brackets, and as we have already seen that documents are written in the key value pair format since it follows the JSON format. So this statement, if we try to implement practically, is going to insert a single document in a collection student. So let's see how to insert this document practically. So as you can see, I am in this Mongo shell. In case if you don't know how to open it, I have already shown it in my previous video, so you can check out over there that how to start the Mongo shell and Mongo daemon. So here we are going to insert the document, but before that we need to have a database, and in that database a collection should be there, and in that collection we'll insert the documents. Since according to the MongoDB hierarchy, we need to have a database first, and in that database we need to have collections, and in that collection we'll insert the documents. So I'm writing use space database name. Suppose if I'm creating a database as student DB, so I have switched to that database now. So my current database is student DB. Now I'll create a collection, right? So for that we'll use the create collection method. So db dot create collection, and in parenthesis we'll specify the collection name which is to be created within double quotes. So I'm creating the collection as students. Now hit enter. So as you can see, the collection has been created now. Now in this collection we'll insert the documents. So first we'll insert only a single document by using the insert method. So db dot collection name, that is students dot insert, in parenthesis curly brackets, that is student name. For the student name I'll give the value and I'll write the rest of the data as well. So the last field I'm specifying is, that is student age, and I'll hit enter. So as you can see, the document is inserted successfully in the students collection. So this is the way we have inserted only a single document. Now what is the case if we want to insert multiple documents in a collection? So just consider an example. So at this time we are inserting two documents in a single click, right? So with the help of insert method, we'll insert two documents, but this time we are specifying these documents in square brackets, and these square brackets implies the array. So in this array you can insert as much documents as you can, but right now I'm only inserting the two documents. So let's see how to insert the two documents simultaneously in a collection. So now as you can see, I have inserted two documents simultaneously using an insert. But the only condition is, if we want to insert a single document, then there is no need to specify the subscripts, that is array. But if we want to insert multiple documents, then we need to specify the subscript. Now let's see whether these documents are successfully inserted or not by selecting the data of a collection. So for that, I'll use db.students, that means the collection name, .find. So this find method is like a select which shows all the data which is present in the collection. that is the documents which are present in collection. So we'll see the find method in detail afterwards. So right now you just need to know is find method just acts as a select. Now there is one more method along with find, that is pretty method. So db.collection_name, that is students.find.pretty. So this pretty method will show the data in a well formatted way. So it is in more readable format as comparing to only showing the data with the help of a find method. Now let's see the next method, that is insert one. So this method is used to insert only one document in a collection. So as in the previous method, we were inserting one document also and multiple documents also, but this method can only insert a single document within a collection. So let's try to understand it with an example. Instead of insert, we'll type the word as insert one only. The rest of the method is same as it is, that is writing the db.collection_name.insert1, and we are writing the document in it. So let's try to implement it practically. I'll just type db.collection_name, that is students.insert1, and in this insert one method I'll specify the document and just hit enter. So as you can see, the single document has successfully been inserted by using the insert one. Now let's try to show the data. So the data has been successfully inserted now, as we have seen it by using the find method. Now what is insert many? So this method is used to insert the documents in an array form only. So insert was inserting one or more documents. Insert one, it was inserting only a single document. Now this insert many is going to insert all the documents in the form of an array only. That means either you are inserting a single document or you are inserting a multiple document, you compulsorily have to specify the subscripts, that is square brackets. So as you can see in the example, I am inserting two documents simultaneously by using insert many. So this is going to insert the multiple documents. But in case if I want to insert only a single document also, in that case also I have to specify the subscripts, that is the square bracket, or we can say array. Now let's see how to implement this insert many method practically. Now I am in the Mongo shell. So in insert many, what I'll do is I'll specify the two documents and specify the subscript, as in case of insert method I have done. So instead of insert now, I'll just change the name of this method from insert to insert many. I'll just click enter. So as you can see, the multiple documents have been inserted. So these were the three methods which are used to perform the insertion of documents in a collection. So let's see whether these documents have been inserted or not using the find. So yes, they are inserted successfully. Now let's see how to insert the documents in collection using for loop. That means inserting multiple documents in a single click. So we'll try to understand it with an example. So in this example, I have written a for loop where I have initialized a variable, that is I equals to 1, I is less than or equal to 20, and I plus plus. So as we all know that in JavaScript, in order to declare a variable, we use the var keyword. Now after this for loop, I have specified the insert method. So db.collection_name, that is student.insert. So in this insertion, what will happen now? This roll number key is having a value 100 and I have given plus I with it. So this single insertion is going to insert 20 documents in a single click, starting from roll number 101 up to 120. So this is the way by using which you can perform multiple insertions in a single click by using the for loop. So let's see how to perform it practically. So I'll just write the for loop, that is variable, initializing the variable by using var keyword, var I equals to 1. I'll give the limit, that is condition over here, that up to which limit this for loop will traverse, and I++, and after that I'll specify the insert method. Hit enter. So as you can see, the 20 documents have been inserted. Now let's see how to check whether these documents have been inserted or not. So by using find, we'll check it. Okay, so this single click of find is showing only 20 documents in a single window or a screen. So the reason is, in this MongoDB, we can show only 20 documents in a single screen. If you want to show more documents, so we need to type IT. So this IT is nothing but an iterator which is used to iterate over the documents. So this find method is going to act as a cursor in MongoDB in order to iterate over the documents within a single collection. So what we'll do is, we'll just type IT and hit enter. So the rest of the documents other than 20 will be shown over here. Now next, let's see what is underscore ID. So this underscore ID is nothing but a field in documents which are used to uniquely identify a document in a collection. So as in case of SQL, we identify the rows of a table uniquely by using a primary key, right? So each row is having a primary key. So with the help of that primary key, we can uniquely identify a row. Similarly, in MongoDB, we can uniquely identify a document in a collection by using the underscore ID field. And this underscore ID is unique for each document within a collection. So it is like a primary key in MongoDB, as we have already told right now. Then if underscore ID is not specified while inserting a document, then a unique underscore ID field is automatically generated for the document. So you might have noticed when we were performing insertion by using the insert methods, at that time we were not specifying underscore ID field. But still, when we were showing the documents, it was showing the underscore ID field. We can also give this underscore ID field explicitly within a document. So let's try to understand it now. So as you can see here in the students collection, we have 3 documents and each document is having a unique underscore ID field generated automatically by using object ID, right? But it's not mandatory to keep these auto-generated IDs in these documents. We can also give user-defined underscore ID field as well according to our choice. So how to do that? Let's see. So as you can see in the example, I have tried to insert the document by explicitly specifying underscore ID field. So here I have written underscore ID colon 101. So it means instead of getting auto-generated underscore ID, the explicit value to underscore ID field will be assigned as 101 over here. So let's see how to implement it practically. So now in Mongo shell, what we'll do is, we'll just type db dot students, that is the collection name, dot insert, and in this insert, I'll specify underscore ID colon 1. So I'm giving the underscore ID value as 1. I'll also specify the rest of the fields in this document and hit enter. So this is going to insert the document along with underscore ID as 1. So let's check whether the underscore ID has been explicitly assigned or not. Okay, so as you can see here, the last document has been inserted with underscore ID value as 1. I hope you have understood how to insert the documents in a collection, that is inserting a single document or multiple documents using for loop, and also what is the meaning of underscore ID field and how to change this value of underscore ID field